music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there into the hands of Ross. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, and this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken in at the 11. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
2nd down and 3.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Trent Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So first and 10 now from the 30. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
From the 9, second and 5.
Now Burrow. Touchdown!
Joe Mixon.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott finding Tolbert here over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun again to Mixon. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Mixon running right. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets.
You gotta choose.